Guys, what's going on? It's been about 4 years since the announcement of the new Apocalypse Rising 2 map, which yes, it has been a long time, but it is finally here. So today, we're going to be going through pretty much everything that they have added. I will leave the changelog in the description, and if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button, and also, if you want to become a channel member and support my work further, click that join button down below. It would mean the absolute world to me. 4 years ago, Gus Manic announced on Twitter that they were working on the next iteration for Apocalypse Rising 2's map. This was posted in 2021. Shortly after, they posted a video of the Accelerator trailer map, which the map actually looked pretty complete in that video, but 4 years later, here we are. So we're going to be going section by section from firearm, cosmetics, and so on, to reviewing the entire map, which will be the second latter half of this video. So let's start with firearms. For the firearms section, they added 12 new firearms, but it's the M4A1, the Operator M4A1, which is updated, the OTS-14 Graza, the AS Val, the VSS Ventures, the RPK-74M, the MSG-90, MK-23 SOCOM, the M21 M1911 FA Custom, and Model 94 Ranger. They remodeled 10 firearms. They added 3 new attachments. They removed 5 firearms. They also changed the inventory size of most handguns to now be 3x2 instead of 2x2. Okay, so this is the world, ambient, and map interaction section. So they added a map marker and pinging system. Holding the keybind allows you to select a color, so the default keybind is G. So for example, I'll pick blue, and if I press G, I can pretty much ping everywhere. Now, in order to make it go away, you just have to walk up to it based on whatever setting you have set, and it'll go away. Now the colors will vary depending on how many people you have in your team. In settings under the character section, you can see clear ping on reach. There's 3 settings: close, far, and never. They also redid all interaction UI, so this is opening doors, searching for loot, whatever that is nearby that you can interact. So if I come up to this crate here, you can see it's now highlighted with the search icon. When you do search it, it'll open the new UI system, which I'll get to later in the video. This also applies to small containers like this, and you can kind of see that dot from far away if you're in the vicinity. Right here and right here, while I'm not looking at it. This also applies to doors. If you walk up to them, you now have that open and close symbol on it with it highlighted. Now this is also something you can turn off within your settings. So this is a quicker animation from what we've previously had. For miscellaneous content and changes, they added 3 new vehicles: the sports car, delivery van, and also a box truck. They added utility backpacks, in parentheses high visibility safety. They also increased the rifle magazine loading tool and LMG belt loading tool transfer rate from 25 to 33. The map encompass functionality is now available to all players by default, so it's no longer a utility, as you can see, and it's available by default. They also redid the inventory system, where it's not that grid kind of look. It just has small separation borders between each column. Now, it does feel more intuitive. I kind of like this design better, as it doesn't really clutter the screen. Once you drag and drop, you have highlights now around where you are about to drop that item. For the full page UI and menu consolidation, they merged most main and game menu UI elements into a single UI system. They removed the old character creator and skins tab, and added the home, shop, and character tab to the main menu, and its stats are now moved to the home page. In addition, they converted most major full-page UI systems to scale with the user's monitor resolution, meaning that if I have a 1920 by 1080 monitor, this UI will be able to scale to a 4x3 monitor. So this is where we are going to be covering the new shop. So they added a new shop tab to the main menu, replacing the buyable items in the old creator item lists. They added a new purchase history tab, where you can see all your history, passes, skins, and also cosmetics. In addition to that, there is new item and weapon skin preview system, where you are able to move the gun around, select new guns, and also purchase new skins, which this one I would say looks pretty good. There is a new featured section containing all outfits and skins that Dual Point Interactive decides to feature. So right now it's the Frogman outfits, Special Forces Operator outfits, and a bunch of different skin packs. For cosmetics, they added 120 new unlockable cosmetics, including 12 new military uniforms and camos from a variety of nations. as well as new militia shirts and pants, tie-dye shirts, tropical shirts, formal wear, trench coats, bowling shirts, and more. They added multiple color variants to all paid outfits. If you already own the outfit, you will get the new variants automatically. For the private server section of this video, there is some bad news for people who are expecting a private server upgrade. They said they plan to upgrade the tourney mode with new tech alongside a different update to private servers that will include a free roam mode, is what obviously we were looking for. The current build of the private servers has not been updated with the beta update. All the data loading and saving has been turned off. So that's bad news. I was expecting private servers to come along with this new map, but that is not the case. So I'm not sure how much longer we are going to have to wait. We're going to start on this island, go to this island, and then this island here. We're going to kind of go around, going to kind of each of the major monuments and locations. Yeah, that's about it. From the first look of things, clearly nothing is different. And being what they said with the 18 revamped locations, you have a little kind of medical tent site here. Like, from the looks of it, yeah, there's cars scattered around, but other than that, it's like we have kind of a parking lot here with a toll system to get in. I mean, that's really about it. I don't really know how much more there is to review here. We are now at Huron. This was initially on Lulu, but now kind of in its own little location on the beach here. Kind of a little land extension, I guess you could say. I mean, honestly, nothing new. I really can't say anything about this besides the use of fences that we really have not seen previously. I mean, honestly, this is pretty empty. There's really actually nothing to see here. We are now at Military Relay, right next to the lumberyard on Halsey Island. It looks like it's some sort of military outpost, somewhat small in size. Have they had this asset? I'm not sure. Maybe this is new. Two military Humvees, military tent, just a bunch of military stuff. I think this building is new. Same with the textures, this new brick texture. It feels more detailed, to be honest, like at least the insides with the ventilation shafts and this, I guess you could call it server room. Satellite dishes. This is definitely new. There's this building here. A little military barrack here. This is also new. Let's keep it moving. This is the new lumberyard. I wish it was daytime so you guys can kind of make out better what you guys are looking at. They did put a lot of detail into this, I gotta say. Oh, man. They actually did a good job in this, I gotta say. Like, so far, I don't have any... I'm actually not disappointed at all. Palisades lumber. I don't know, I just feel like they put more detail into the new ones than they did the revamped ones. Little garage down here. Little details like this just add up. If you kind of place them all over the place, little things here and there. Yeah, nice little place here. So we just were at the lumberyard. We are now at the ranger station, kind of in the secluded wooded area. Just a little ranger station that you see at kind of like national parks or government protected parks. Little kitchen. Not really much. Little office back here with your ranger. Kind of. And a little warehouse. I do love the trees, though. That is one thing compared to the other map. I've probably said this twice already. It looks so much better. Alright, so we are now at Observatory. This has been majorly improved from the previous map. Again, it's giving off that Greek architecture vibe with the blue and white that you see in Santorini, Greece. New trees. Everything just seems more higher quality. I'm going to be honest with you. The textures, the walls, just about everything. Wet floor sign. I don't think we've had that before. Beautiful. This is now Beaufort. This is the first major POI, I guess town you could say. And it feels weird to call this Beaufort, because we all know how Beaufort looked before. Did we have speed limit signs before? Huge town center area, military tents, nice kind of shop, boulevard, barber shop. This looks... this just looks so much better. Inaccessible. Is that just a back door? I guess it ends halfway. This building is just completely inaccessible. Because we actually didn't have that before. And all guns, by the way, they now come fully loaded. This is a very elevated town, I have to say. Church, this seems like actually the same thing as we had before. This is actually quite a small town. Very small, actually. Oh, see, the top is inaccessible, but bottom is not. I think they did, honestly, I gotta say, they did a good job with the interior decorating. It has definition. Town center, little pond here. There's some bunk beds. I don't know what this building is. Some hotel, motel type thing. Yeah, I mean, that's Beaufort. Kind of a quick run through. So we are now at water treatment plant at the north. Actually, this is very north side of Halsey Island. This was one of the leaked photos that they put out in the developer leaks. I'm liking the vibes of this place. I don't know what it is. The new textures of the bricks. Also, one of the 20 new locations. Water pump room. Water tanks. This was the same models they used for power plant in the previous map. This is completely new. The water reservoir kind of filtration system. Not filled with water, actually. That's surprising. Office space for this place. Maintenance, operations area zone. I love the fluorescent lights, though. I don't know. It looks good. Nothing crazy in here. Anything cool. Little office space. Inaccessible. Also, the whole upstairs is like inaccessible. Honestly, I've only noticed 3 types of trees. This one, and then this one. Welcome to the city of Fairview. This was another one of the, I'd say one of the most advertised places that they showed in the developer leaks. As you guys have seen these modern houses like a million times. The mountainside modern houses. This was something I was most interested in from the initial pictures they showed in 2021. Let's do a MTV Cribs tour. It's your basic modern house. Open floor plan. Not gonna lie, I would live here. Okay, so it looks like they blocked off the stairs. Does that mean we cannot get to the top? Hey, you can get up top, but you can't do anything upstairs, it looks like. Yeah, it does have a lot of filler buildings. Yeah, your cliffside pool. I can review all the houses. More modern houses down the street. Here's the apartment buildings I do want to look at. So this one's inaccessible. Yeah, all these windows are blacked out as well. Real estate agent Zach. What is this? Surf shop. This is brand new. A nice little place here. Also, one thing you're going to notice around the map is the excessive use of billboards now. And they have their like custom graphics on them to advertise for the shops that are inside the town. Like this billboard is for that building right there. There's the police station. Nice town. I think I'd rate this a solid... This is like a 6 out of 10. This was the Ashland suburbs. As you can see, it's just your typical American suburb. Nothing really special. A baseball field, which every great suburb has. Yeah, this is a school. School buses. They actually have the American flag now. Church. More suburbs around here. You know, once they do add base building, this is honestly a great place to build. You're right outside from a major city/area. Alright, so this is actual Ashland. Brand new hospital model. Very nice. Here's that highway system that I want to go up in a second. Tech shop, it looks like. Ashland Police Department. And here is that center area that we've talked about so many times in my previous kind of videos. Kind of a callback to APOC 1, how they had that center military portion. It looks like the same courthouse, just textured differently, blocked off places. Well, actually, I lied. There's 3 stories now. That's it? I guess that's it. Lobby area. Another courthouse looking area that has been completely infested. Kind of same thing. Okay. What's next? Lockport. I don't know. Ashland, this is a solid... I'd give it an 8.7 out of 10. I mean, there's things that you can't go in, and then there's a lot. I guess there's a lot of it. But, alright, here's Ash Bridge. As you can see, it's not, like, up in the air. Alright, welcome to Lockport. It's much bigger in size than what we had previously. More open space here. More populated over here. This one looks very empty. I'm gonna be honest. This is where that one shot took place in the AR2 trailer, whatever it's called. Well, military stuff. Harbor area. Or boats, or whatever you... I don't even know what you call this, actually. I don't know. This is kind of lackluster, I gotta say. Something just doesn't feel right, but maybe that's just what an industrial town should feel like. There's not really much here, to be honest. Welcome to Eden. This is a place that was also leaked in the maps. The kind of party area with the pennants that I've seen multiple times. Got a little kind of village here, village center. And just a little bit of farmland. That's really all it comes down to. A lot of fences. Just a lot more detail. Like the farms before, they didn't really have much. It was just a farm and then like the hay bale plopped at a 45-degree angle. Same asset, nothing new. We've seen this before. I like this though. The vineyards. Very nice. I'd rate this, this is a 10 out of 10. Alright. Welcome to Coastal Bunkers. This is past the Badlands area. This is essentially, honestly, I don't even know what's changed. It honestly looks like the same thing. And nothing really new. It just looks like the same old thing. Welcome to the new cargo ship. I wouldn't say new, because this is the cargo ship from the drawing event. Yeah, this is exactly the same thing. Yeah, nothing's new here. Maybe a lantern. And yeah, that's it, right off the coast of the geothermal power plant. Alright, welcome to the geothermal power plant. This is literally a copy pasta of power plant. I don't think anything is new. I don't notice anything that's new off the top of my head. Yeah, okay. We shall continue. Alright, welcome to the swamp, which is actually right next to mansion. Another variation of tree. The swamp tree, the weeping willow. Well, what can I say? It's literally a swamp. It's nice, I gotta say, it's nice. And I like the light effects on the trees now. Nothing too crazy. Little shacks. Little shack there. And there's the swamp, really. Not worth coming to. Well, this is mansion, right above swamp. And it's about the same thing. Maybe updated texture. Actually, the one thing that's different is it's overgrown. Completely overgrown. Giant hole in the wall. New addition. We all love that. Kind of a secluded area, to be honest. This would be also a great base building location. Welcome to Salem. I'm going to call it the Riverside Town. We've also seen this in dev leaks. This is actually something I want to check out. One of the new modern houses. Nice area, and including a basement. Wine cellar area. Oh man, this is actually pretty big. Okay, never mind, I lied. This is also a very small town, similar to Beaufort. Black Lodge Hotel. This is brand new. Lobby area. This is a pretty lackluster hotel room. Inaccessible. Dude, look. Everything's out of order. Here's another room. A new obsidian room. Nightclub. Oh, dang, this is nice. For some reason, this feels like the GTA nightclub. This is where the town ends. Not very big at all. That's just the main center right there. Those few houses across the riverside. And, that's it. Welcome to, I guess, the biggest town in the game, according to some people. Magnolia. Yeah, this is the Miami Vice City I wanted to see. Got some docks over here. I gotta say, this is like my favorite town so far. This actually feels like a city. And this actually has accessible buildings. go up to a random room. And we're now at the top. Here's this helicopter. Just your typical old news chopper. A little military outpost that looks like. Little harbor area, military chopper, military tents, some sailboats, and then the bridge going to it. Alright, welcome to the casino. The place I have been waiting for this whole stream. As you walk in, on the left side we have a mini bar. Inside we have roulette tables, some 3-card poker or blackjack. Same here. A little performance stage. Slot machines galore. I hate slot machines. I'm a 3-card poker guy. This is the security lounge, I guess you could call it. More roulette tables. Maybe this is the high roller area. Maybe not. It looks actually kind of abandoned. Party bus in the back. Here are the back rooms. You can actually get into the cashier's desk and the vault. And inside the vault, some guns and stuff. Nothing crazy. In the back, this is where the trucks come in to deliver poker chips. This is the new military prison. I say new, but really reused and placed on land because before, prison was on an island, so we called it Prison Island. This is now straight runway right in here to a toll booth. Same barracks, kind of same, actually same layout now that I realize. Barracks, tower, it's just not on land. Yeah, it actually was changed a little bit because now we have a helicopter here. This entrance here was actually placed right there. Yeah, I guess prison was the same except for kind of a small tweaks here and there. So last but not least, the biggest location technically on the map, Naval Air Station. Kind of honestly looks the same, at least the same layout as previously what we had for NAS. OBS was kind of placed over here. Little barracks area. And here's that new military model. We got the med tent and I assume 2 normal tents. Here's your medical tent. Normal tents. American flag. Water tower. And your food court dining kind of area. This is the new barracks building. Coming in, just your lobby area. Back room kind of storage area, a giant storage area back. A lot of gun cases, that's what I've noticed at this military base. Here's our new ATC tower. Kind of looks the same, but the inside says otherwise. You do have a lot of holes in the wall. There's no more door, and this leads to that kind of that 2-level section that we had before that you had to go around for. It actually is a different kind of... You don't go up on the left side, you actually come up on the right instead. And there's the same kind of upper floor. The same layout. The hangars, those two kind of the small bunkers, small hangar. A lot more scattered cars. You have a plane now that's, I don't know if that's a vent or permanent. Daisy style hazard entrance. Medical tent. Lots of, I don't know, there's gotta be hundreds of gun cases scattered around here. / military crates. Here's the OBS. It's pretty much the same thing, I'm not gonna lie. Exactly the same. New textures, and that's really about it. Alright, welcome to one of the other new locations called Truck Stop. You know, your motel, your diner, of course your gas station, and your warehouses for your trucks. Some of the buildings are new here. This one, and this one. Very nice. Not really much to comment about, just a giant truck yard. And that's a Truck Stop for you. Last place is Junkyard. Last but not least. And it looks exactly the same. Nothing new. Same hills, same placement there. Yeah, everything's the same. Well, that's pretty much it for the map. I know I missed some places, but it is what it is. This map is big, and I've been at it for 3 hours and 4 minutes. And that pretty much wraps up this update. What I'm about to say is just completely honest, no sugarcoating at all. I think this update, out of a school grading scale from A, A-, B, C, D, F, whatever, I would rate it a B-. And that's being honest. The map feels like it's missing something. I'm not sure what it is, and for 4 years of waiting, I don't think it was worth it. There's a lot of stuff missing. We have no private servers. It's really just a new map, new cosmetics, and a few new guns. That honestly doesn't really change anything about gameplay. So I'm curious to see how long the popularity lasts with this game. And that's it from me, guys. If you guys are new to this channel and new to Apocalypse Rising 2, please click that subscribe button because it means the absolute world to me. And also, I enabled channel memberships if you like to become a member and support my work further. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and as always, have an amazing rest of your day.